And I mean, like 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 right now, like we really ain't really been out there. We ain't been talking about a lot of stuff that's been happening, in the earth and the politics and all these things that's being set in motion. They really getting ready to come down on this national ID thing. Like that thing kind of like went dormant for a minute, but they had pushed it off till 2012.
Yeah,
Now,
I think it's 2017 or sooner once Iran did something because that's about to kick
well,
off.
they already talk about it now in this election, and Obama just signed some stuff to they really coming down on this immigration thing because they're saying because of the economy, it's too many foreigners over here, getting all the jobs and ain't no job for nobody here. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna have your papers on you. And then they talking about, and this was on the news the other day, that the card reader for this thing is gonna cost like $800. And what it does is it's gonna you're gonna have a card and you're gonna put the card in the reader, but as you put the card in the reader, it's gonna read the vein pattern in the back of your hand. So you're not gonna be able to just have somebody's card. Your your patterns and all that is gonna be in the card and it's gonna be linked with you. So when they give you your card, they're gonna take your vein pattern and they're gonna link that to the card. And that's how they going. That's how they trying to save for immigration, but they didn't already went and put its cameras everywhere now, like where you didn't even think it was no cameras. And now, if you look on the highways, they got these little square, they like rectangle things that this is hanging off the bottom of like the signs, and basically what they do is they read your Bluetooth information. So now they made it heavy laws that if you ride around with your phone in your hand, but it's okay for you to talk on the phone if you use a Bluetooth device. And they just set all this in motion. And now the Bluetooth reader, they say they put it there so that they could determine the speed. So once you pass one John, it reads your first of all, it reads everybody's cell phone in the car, all their information comes up. And then it times you, they say, to when you get to the next point to see how fast you was going. But really, they just doing it, they locking everything down on every side. I was driving down the highway yesterday. And now, if you notice, they got all these LED billboards up now to where, it'd be like a movie ad, just different ads. They got them all over the place now. And I was driving down to John. That John had biggest day. This dude's picture says wanted for murder. You know what I'm saying? Like had his face up in the John. So anybody, it's just like we was watching. It's a couple movies, Minority Report, and just the movie we watched with Justin Timberlake called In Time, when the whole system was locked down, and when somebody was when they wanted to get you, they flashed your picture all over the place, on billboards and malls, all this different media. Now they can send the joint straight to your cell phone because everything is open media now. You know what I'm saying? So they getting ready to, Obama to sign all these concentration camps, like all that stuff didn't go away. Like we was researching that stuff back then, but now it's about to come into full effect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, so now is not really the time to be getting on.
I hear what you're saying.
Now it's time to be sober and watchful so that we will be in the place of peace with the Creator, because we don't want to walk around and live our lives in these times and not have the peace that the Lord said He would give us abiding in us. So we got to fight like never before to abide in Christ and to stay in the Spirit and to watch our behinds, because I don't know if y'all noticed, but it seemed like the attacks is heavier now. It's getting more hardcore. And then when you look at TV, that John is just off the chain. I mean, it's not anything goes, and this they done went above and beyond like the gay and lesbian thing. Like that's just an accepted part. You know, you got men, women, and homosexuals. You know, and some of them, you know, I'm not homosexual, I'm bisexual. That's just, you know, you just got accepted. You know, you can't come down on nobody. You know, everybody's, you know, you can't come down on nobody. Like it's against the law now for you to speak about homosexuality.
It's kids shows with homosexuality in them.
Yeah. Matter of fact, all the kids shows got some kind of gay character in it.
Well, not just the cartoons, but the actual like sitcoms or reality, whatever you call them
Oh
things.
yeah.
When they be in high schools or middle school,
Yeah.
they be like a bunch of homosexuals and lesbians in there too.
Hey, my cousin said that somewhere out here that they supposed to be teaching gay history month in schools pretty soon. Something like that. He said he heard it somewhere.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised, man. Cause it's real crazy time now, man. So I think what Brother Judah was dropping was really on point, because he's telling you about the spirits that's lying wait for you. You know, so
Right.
when you do that, you actually opening yourselves up to be attacked by these
Right.
spirits.
115 really put a clear understanding on it.
What's that?
I'm looking, Luke 1:15, for he shall be great in the sight of the Lord, and shall drink neither wine or strong drink.
Exactly.
So I hear now. It's just that when you were talking about it, at one point, I thought back in the day that I thought I read something about Christ.
Well, man, I'm gonna tell you, when we was in that Hebrew Israelite stuff, man, we used to teach that, and we used to get drunk in them up.
And that's how things happen, right?
Yeah,
right.
man. I did the most horriblest things being drunk. And we was,
What about?
you know, I thought, you know, back in the day, I used to smoke weed. I stopped smoking weed when I was a Christian and stopped getting high. Then I became a Hebrew Israelite, and I started cussing and drinking.